I think being a first-time mom, and also I'm not originally from Maryland, I'm from New York City, so just feeling like I had a community of people who cared about me and like my pregnancy and making sure that I was gonna like survive it, because you know African American women have just like such a high mortality rate that I was nervous about my pregnancy kind of like the whole time, and I think having information, but then also people who will follow up with you about information is important. Because anytime I had questions, Serena, when I say she was right there, like I could text her at like 6 o'clock and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, and she'll be like, no, that's fine. You know, having someone who's not just your doctor, because sometimes you don't feel comfortable talking to your doctor, but like having like a person who's like you can relate to and talk to, I think that is such an important thing to have, especially during a pandemic. Serena is awesome because I still talk to her. She helped me from like, I want to say like every part of my pregnancy. Like she sent me all these baby books and like just like pamphlets, information, and I'm like reading through about like what to expect and like things that my body's gonna like go through, and then also stuff about like childbirth and classes and like breathing exercises and stuff, like things that I could use for like while I was pregnant and then during my pregnancy and like birth, like labor birth, and then like stuff for afterwards, as well as the fact that like I have like other health issues. So I was a high risk pregnancy, and she was like, how's the diabetes going, how's the blood pressure, just like kind of like following up with me all the time. And she do it formally and informally, which worked best for me because my schedule as a teacher was just like constantly, like I was constantly being pulled in different ways. So it was really nice and convenient. Serena made it really easy. And not just Serena, but the social worker, Shaniqua, before she left, like she also was someone who I could like talk to and affirm me, because you know having a baby during the pandemic, you kind of feel like I don't know what I'm doing, and having these two women kind of be like, you got this, you're doing everything that you need to do, don't worry about that, like, you know, like we'll cross that bridge when we get there. It kind of made me feel like, okay, I'm not a bad mom because I haven't even started, you know, like she's not even here yet. I just need to like calm down. I'm doing the best that I can, and having kind of like a coach. It was like a person to coach me, like you got this, you can do this. I think that was really great. Your OBGYN reaches out for your appointment, but this is someone who reaches out past the point of you delivering and continues to follow up with you after your pregnancy. I think it was like one of the best decisions that I made, especially seeing as how I've had just like difficulties with my ex-partner, and like they don't just give you resources for your pregnancy, but they give you resources for your life. So it's kind of like, why not do this for yourself? It's free, and it benefits you and your child forever. Yeah, because you know I'm here, right? I survived my pregnancy, I survived labor, breastfeeding, and just loving my baby and loving being a mom. I have a relationship, I want to say, with Serena, and also feeling like, yes, my doctor cares about me, but it felt like Serena and Shaniqua really, like, they were like, how are you doing, you know? And so sometimes people ask me that question and they just want you to tell them I'm good, but it's like, if I was not okay and I told, it felt like I had people who cared about me. And that is something like in the medical field, I think I was also like apprehensive about this experience, because I didn't want to just have doctors who, oh hi, bye, and I'm like, no, I want you to treat me like a person who matters. And even though I did have a really good like OBGYN team, Serena kind of like added that like personal touch. Like I have my own private like nurse who would like check in with me about my like blood glucose, my pressure, how the baby was doing, her weight, her growth, you know, and also just like talking to me, because being a teacher in a pandemic where you're having to be online, and also because I was pregnant, I had to stay home because I was given accommodation to stay home. Having another person to talk to and relate to was really important. So yeah, it was very different from my doctor. My child, Valerie, will benefit from this program because I am a healthier person because of this program, because they have helped me find resources and childcare, and help me kind of come up with a plan for how I'm going to acclimate myself back into teaching work life while also being able to take care of my baby. I really wish that like I could refer this to people, like any people I know in Montgomery County. I'm like, do you know anybody who's pregnant? Because I think this helped me in a way that I didn't even know I needed to be helped, if that makes sense. It made me feel like I wasn't alone, which I feel like some parts of American culture, which is kind of negative, is like it's all about the individual, but this was more so about like having a community and having people who you felt like cared about you and your child and wanted to see like your like longevity success.